Hello and welcome. I invite you to join me on an extraordinary journey into the hidden realms of the animal kingdom. We often take our own senses for granted: sight, sound, touch, taste, smell. But for the creatures we share this planet with, these senses can be gateways to entirely different realities. Worlds filled with colors we cannot see, sounds we cannot hear, sensations we can barely imagine. We are about to explore the most mind-blowing sensory abilities in nature, revealing the true superpowers that allow these animals to thrive. In this exploration, we hold a special promise to you. Every single animal you will see on screen is the very creature being described. When we speak of the mantis shrimp's kaleidoscopic vision, you will be looking at that very animal. When we delve into the star-nosed mole's remarkable touch, you will witness its unique appendage in action. This is a commitment to authenticity, ensuring that the wonder you experience is grounded in the reality of the natural world. Prepare yourself for what I like to call a show-and-tell wonders experience. Our journey into these animal superpowers begins now. Our first marvel resides beneath the tropical waves, in the vibrant world of the coral reef. Here lives a creature small in stature, yet possessing a visual system so complex, it borders on the unbelievable. This is the mantis shrimp. While we humans perceive the world through 3 types of color-receptive cones, red, green, blue, this tiny crustacean has 16. It is a visual capacity that is, quite simply, beyond our comprehension. Imagine a rainbow, but with 13 additional primary colors. The mantis shrimp can see polarized light, a dimension of vision that is completely invisible to us. This allows it to communicate in a secret coded language of light, flashing signals to rivals and potential mates that are hidden from the eyes of predators. What does the world look like to a mantis shrimp? It likely sees a psychedelic tapestry of information. This sensory superpower is also linked to its famously powerful punch, one of the fastest movements in the animal kingdom. Its advanced vision allows it to calculate distance and target its prey with pinpoint precision before delivering a devastating blow. The mantis shrimp is a window into a world of color and light that we can only dream of, a true rainbow warrior navigating its own luminous dimension. We now travel from the bright sunlit reefs to a world of complete and utter darkness deep beneath the damp earth of North America. Here, sight is useless. In this subterranean labyrinth, survival depends on an entirely different sense developed to an almost supernatural degree. Meet the star-nosed mole. Its most striking feature is the fleshy, star-shaped appendage at the end of its snout, a truly bizarre and wonderful evolutionary masterpiece. This star is not a nose for smelling but an organ of touch, one of the most sensitive in the entire animal kingdom. It is comprised of 22 individual mobile tentacles or rays covered in more than 25,000 microscopic sensory receptors called Eimer's organs. These receptors allow the mole to build a 3-dimensional picture of its surroundings through touch alone with a speed and detail that defies belief. It is, in essence, seeing with its nose. As the mole burrows through the soil, its star is in constant motion, touching the surrounding earth more than 12 times every second. This rapid-fire tactile scanning allows it to create a continuous, real-time mental map of its tunnel. It can identify the prey, decide if it's edible, devour it in less than a quarter of a second. It is the fastest forager on Earth. The mole's brain devotes an enormous amount of cortical space to processing the signals from its star, so while it lives in perpetual blackness, the star-nosed mole is never truly in the dark. Its world is a rich tapestry of textures, vibrations, and shapes rendered in exquisite detail by its remarkable star, a constant flow of information that turns the dark soil into a landscape as vivid and detailed as any sunlit meadow. We emerge from the darkness of the earth onto the vast open savannas of Africa, home to the largest land animal on the planet, the African elephant. Its immense size is matched by the scale of its senses, particularly its hearing. While its enormous ears are certainly effective at capturing sound, their true secret lies not just in what they hear, but how they hear it. These gentle giants are masters of a soundscape that is entirely inaccessible to us. Elephants communicate using rumbles of infrasound, frequencies so low that they are below the range of human hearing. These deep vibrations travel not only through the air, but also through the ground itself. An elephant can generate a call that journeys for miles across the savanna, carrying complex messages about danger, water sources, a willingness to mate. But their ability is not limited to sending these messages, they are exquisitely equipped to receive them. Elephants possess large, fatty pads in the soles of their feet, which are packed with sensitive nerve endings. As these infrasonic waves travel through the earth, The elephant's feet pick them up. They are, quite literally, listening with their feet. This dual-channel hearing, through both ears and feet, gives them a directional sense that is incredibly precise. This allows herds to coordinate their movements, to warn each other of threats, and to maintain the deep social bonds that are so crucial to their survival. It is a world of deep, resonant calls that speak of kinship and colony, a secret symphony playing out across the plains. As dusk falls, a chilling darkness blankets the landscape, a new kind of hunter emerges. For this creature, the absence of light is no obstacle, it is in fact an advantage. This is the pit viper, a predator that sees the world not in light and shadow but in gradients of heat. It hunts using a remarkable sixth sense and ability to perceive the thermal radiation given off by other living beings. It is, honestly, a true heat-seeking missile of the natural world. The source of this superpower is located in the small pits, or fossae, found on its face between the eye and the nostril. These pit organs are incredibly sophisticated structures, containing a thin membrane packed with thousands of heat-sensitive nerve endings. This membrane can detect temperature changes of as little as 0.003 of a degree Celsius. The snake actually has two pits, one on each side of its head, giving it a form of thermal stereo vision. By integrating the information from both pits, the viper's brain constructs a detailed, three-dimensional heat map of its surroundings. It can judge not only the direction, but also the distance and size of its prey, even in absolute pitch-black darkness. This thermal vision is overlaid with its normal eyesight, creating a fused, multi-sensory perception of the world. During the day, it can see a mouse as we do. But at night, that same mouse appears as a bright, glowing shape impossible to miss. Its world is a world of glowing ghosts in the dark. We return to the ocean, but this time we dive deeper, into a world where light can be scarce and visibility poor. Here, a supremely intelligent mammal has conquered the aquatic gloom by evolving a way to see with sound. The dolphin. These graceful and social creatures navigate their complex three-dimensional world using echolocation. A dolphin produces a rapid series of high-frequency clicks. Those clicks are focused by a fatty organ in its forehead, the melon. The clicks travel through the water, bouncing off fish, rocks, the seabed, even other dolphins. The returning sound waves aren't heard by the outer ear, but received through the lower jaw, showing sound waves traveling to the lower jaw and onto the inner ear. This is far more than a simple echo. The dolphin's brain processes the returning sounds with incredible speed. It times echoes to judge distance. It compares left and right input to pinpoint direction. The result is a breathtakingly precise sonar, a three-dimensional sound image. Echolocation can detect size, shape, speed, texture. It can even distinguish species of fish. Some studies suggest they can detect internal features, like a swim bladder, or a developing calf inside a mother dolphin. It's like acoustic X-ray vision. A pod speeds through the water, effortless, joyful. But beneath that play is constant acoustic analysis. For a dolphin, to hear is to see. Their underwater home is a vibrant landscape of acoustic shapes and forms. From the depths of the ocean, we come back to a familiar friend, one that has lived alongside humanity for thousands of years, the dog. We may think we know them well, but they inhabit a sensory world so profoundly different from our own, that it's difficult for us to even conceive. Their reality is not one of sights and sounds, but a rich, complex tapestry woven from scent. A dog's primary sense is its extraordinary sense of smell. A dog's nose is a marvel of biological engineering. While a human has around 6 million olfactory receptors, a breed like a bloodhound can have up to 300 million. Their nasal cavity has a complex, folded structure that provides an enormous surface area for these receptors to work. Furthermore, a dog can wiggle its nostrils independently, and has a unique way of breathing that allows air to remain in the nose for longer, constantly sampling the scents around it. This incredible olfactory acuity allows a dog to detect substances at concentrations of parts per trillion. This is why dogs can be trained to find missing persons, detect illegal drugs, sniff out explosives, and even identify diseases like cancer, changes in blood sugar in a diabetic person, long before any human or machine can. But it's not just about sensitivity, it's about interpretation. A dog's brain has an olfactory bulb that is, proportionally, 40 times larger than ours. This allows it to analyze and build a detailed picture from scent. When a dog sniffs a fire hydrant, it isn't just smelling, it's reading a story. Their world is a vibrant landscape of smells, an invisible chronicle of life that is constantly unfolding, telling them everything they need to know about the world around them. The sun has set and the moon casts long shadows across the forest. For most creatures, this is a time for rest, a time of vulnerability. But for one predator, the night is an ally. The owl. This bird is a supreme nocturnal hunter, and its success is built upon two extraordinary sensory adaptations: phenomenal night vision and the ability to fly in almost complete silence. An owl's eyes are not spherical like ours, they are elongated tubes, held in place by bony sockets. This shape allows for an enormous cornea and pupil to gather as much light as possible. Their retinas are packed with light-sensitive rod cells, far outnumbering the cone cells used for color vision. The result is a visual sensitivity to light up to 100 times greater than a human's. Because their eyes are fixed in their sockets, an owl cannot simply glance from side to side. To compensate, it has evolved a remarkably flexible neck, able to rotate its head up to 270 degrees. An owl's hearing is just as acute. Its ears are placed asymmetrically on its head, one higher than the other. An owl's flight feathers have a unique comb-like leading edge that breaks up turbulence. A soft, velvety texture on the feather surface absorbs sound. This combination makes their flight virtually silent, allowing them to approach prey unheard. They are ghosts of the air, combining supernatural sight, hearing and stealth into one perfect nocturnal hunting machine. We remain in the world of darkness, but now we take to the skies with its most numerous flying mammal, the bat. Often misunderstood, these creatures are masters of the night, navigating and hunting with a form of biological sonar so advanced it has inspired human technology. Like the dolphin, the bat sees with sound, but it has adapted this ability for the much faster, more cluttered environment of the air. Most bats emit ultrasonic pulses, sounds at a frequency far too high for humans to hear, through their mouth or nose, radiating outwards, striking insects, trees, cave walls, and then bouncing back as echoes. The bat's large, intricate ears are exquisitely designed to capture these returning signals. The brain then processes this information at incredible speed, building a detailed, real-time acoustic map of the world. The sophistication of this system is, honestly, just breathtaking. By analyzing the delay and intensity of the echoes, a bat can determine an object's distance, size, and location. But it goes further. The texture of an object alters the quality of the echo, allowing a bat to distinguish between a juicy moth, a hard, inedible beetle, or between a leaf and the insect resting upon it. As a bat closes in on its target, the rate of its ultrasonic pulses increases dramatically, a behavior known as a terminal buzz. It can go from emitting 10 pulses per second to over 200. This rapid-fire update gives it a stream of high-resolution information. In the pitch black of a cave or a forest at midnight, thousands of bats can fly together, each one emitting its own stream of clicks, yet they rarely collide. It is a stunning example of sensory adaptation, allowing them to rule the night sky. We descend once more into the aquatic realm, but this time to the murky, often muddy bottoms of freshwater rivers and lakes. In these low-visibility environments, sight is of little use for finding food. Here, a common and widespread fish has evolved a sense of taste that is distributed across its entire body. This is the catfish, a creature that is, in essence, a swimming tongue. While humans have around 10,000 taste buds, all confined to our mouths, a catfish is covered in them. It can have over 100,000 taste reception cells distributed over its entire skin, with a particularly high concentration on its distinctive barbels, whiskers. These barbels are constantly sweeping the riverbed, tasting the water for the chemical signatures of food. This remarkable ability allows the catfish to locate food from a considerable distance in dark or muddy water where it cannot see. When a worm, a dead fish, any other potential meal releases chemicals into the water, the catfish detects these molecules. By sensing the concentration gradient of these chemicals in the water, it can home in on the source with remarkable accuracy. The barbels act like sensitive fingers. As the catfish gets closer to its target, it uses its barbels to explore the object, determining if it is edible before ever opening its mouth. For the catfish, the entire river is a menu, and its whole body is the palate with which it reads it. For our final wonder, we shrink down to the world of insects, to a creature upon which so much of our own world depends, the honeybee. As it flits from flower to flower, it appears to be guided by the bright colors we see. But the bee is following a different map, a secret guide painted in a light that is completely invisible to the human eye. The honeybee sees the world in ultraviolet. Like us, bees have 3 types of photoreceptors, but instead of red, green, blue, Theirs are sensitive to yellow, blue, ultraviolet light. The inability to see red is no disadvantage. Instead, the ability to see ultraviolet light opens up a whole new visual dimension. Flowers, which have co-evolved with bees for millions of years, have taken advantage of this. Many have developed ultraviolet patterns on their petals that are invisible to us. These patterns, known as nectar guides, act like landing strips, bullseyes, directing the bee straight to the flower's center where the nectar and pollen are located. To our eyes, a yellow dandelion is just a uniform splash of color. But to a bee, it has a dark ultraviolet center, a clear target that says land here. Furthermore, bees can perceive the polarization of light. Even on a cloudy day, they can detect the pattern of polarized light in the sky, which is determined by the position of the sun. This gives them a celestial compass, allowing them to navigate with incredible accuracy. The world of a honeybee is therefore a world of secret signals and invisible pathways. It is a beautiful and vital superpower hidden in plain sight. As our journey concludes, we are left with a profound sense of wonder. From the psychedelic vision of the mantis shrimp to the ultraviolet guides of the honeybee, we have witnessed just a fraction of the sensory marvels that exist in the animal kingdom. We made a promise at the beginning of this exploration, that every animal shown would be precisely matched to the incredible sense being described, with no random footage. We hope this dedication to authenticity has allowed you to form a deeper, more genuine connection with these amazing creatures and their unique perceptual worlds. These animals remind us that our own experience of reality is just one version among millions. The world is not just what we see, hear, or feel. It is a vast mosaic of different realities, each shaped by the senses used to perceive it. Which of these animal superpowers amazed you the most? Was it the elephant listening with its feet, the pit viper seeing in heat, or the catfish that tastes with its entire body? Let us know in the comments below. We would love to hear which sense captured your imagination. Thank you for joining us on this show and tell wonders adventure. If you found yourself as fascinated by these hidden worlds as we are, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel for more journeys into the extraordinary. The natural world is full of secrets, and together we can continue to explore them. Until next time, look closer, listen deeper, and never stop wondering.